All right, I'm going to work out this hungry sprite project. Let's get rid of the cat. I'm going to get a sprite. I want the shark. This one doesn't really have a mouth. This guy has a mouth, though. And going to costumes, he's got two where he's eating, and then one where he looks kind of sad. So I'm deleting the sad one because I just don't want him to be sad. He's hungry. He's awesome. We're going to go to variables and rename this variable score. I'd have a score variable, and we want to when the green flag is clicked, we want to set the score to 0, and at that point I think we should show the score, and then later we're going to hide the score. So I just grab that when the whole thing's over. So then I want the shark to for the whole thing I want it to be chewing. So I'm going to do a 0.5 weight, and under looks we're going to do a next costume. So watch, when we do this, he's just going to be eating. So I'm going to put him down here. Let's do a interesting backdrop. So we got the score, we got the shark, he's eating. And then let's make the thing we're going to eat. I'm going to do, I know I did a taco before, but I'm going to do a donut this time. I'm going to make it a little smaller. All right, so the donut, when the green flag is clicked, I want the donut to appear. So it will have been hidden. And I want it to make 10 clones of itself. So repeat 10 times. Go to a random location. Make a clone of myself. Create a clone of myself. And then when it's done with all of that, I want it to hide. Because we're not going to feed the real donut to the shark, just the clones. Okay, so that's that. Then under control, we're going to say when I start as a clone, we're going to do hang on a sec. I got to get my tea. That's better. You can tell from my voice I have a cold. All right, in here, after it starts as a clone, we want to repeat forever and do a if touching the shark. That's under sensing. If touching shark, then I want to hide and then change score by 1. Right, score goes up by 1, and then I want to send a broadcast. And the broadcast message should be, I'm going to say yum. Okay, so if we copy, great. Then we got all these things. Every time we do it, we get 10 random donuts. Some of them disappear if they're already touching the shark. And then if the shark receives yum, so I don't need that anymore. When the shark receives yum, I want it to do a flip. So what I did was I repeated 10, and under motion I did turn 36, because 360 is a complete circle, and in case it gets interrupted, I want it to point to 90 degrees, which is where it's pointing right now. We need a slight delay in there. We don't want to wait a ton of time. I'm going to go 0.1 seconds. So so he does a little flip. And then also he's got to say something. And that's under variables. I want you to create a list variable. I'm going to call it thanks. And then we're going to add some things in here. Yum, that was delicious. And thanks, I needed that. Sweet, that was good. You need at least 5. Mmm, so good. And a 5th one. Wow, that tasted better than I expected. Okay, so then we want to hide the list because that's silly if you had that all showing. So then what we're going to do is say a random one of those messages in here as we're flipping. So we'll go get a say command. That's under looks. Let's do that right before the loop. And then we want another say command after the loop that has nothing in it. And then we need under variables, we need item 1 of thanks, and we need length of thanks. And then under operators, we need the random. So we're going to go from random 1 to length of thanks, and then this goes in here. And that's what we're going to say. So every time I click this, it's going to say a random one of the things. And then it goes back. So that's it saying everything. And then finally, we need to check if we've gotten 10 of the things. And if we've gotten 10 of the things, we're done. So that's under control, if. And let's do, I'm going to say if score is greater than 9, it should be, it should be, I guess we could just do equals 10, but for some reason I wanted to do it this way. If the score is greater than 9, that means we got all the eating done. I want to say thanks, that was delicious. I am good for now. And then I want it to stop. I want it to stop eating, stop chewing. So we'll it's under control. Right before it says this, let's say stop other scripts in this sprite. Thanks, that was delicious. I'm good for now. So that'll make him stop chewing. And then I want it to hide the score. So let's try it. I think we could be done. One of the donuts randomly landed on the shark. So sweet, that was good. Wow, tastes better than I expected. Thanks, I needed that. Yum, that was delicious. See, we're getting random messages. And when they're all done, the score's 10. That was delicious. I'm good for now. Oh, last thing, I want it to set the shark to have his mouth closed. So that's, it's a little silly to have him be sitting there with his mouth wide open. So I happen to know that's shark A. So we'll just get this done. Man, we're power feeding this shark. All right. Oh, and I noticed also he's not pointing the right direction. So let's go back to motion, the shark, and if he happens to be in the wrong place at that point, we're putting him in the right direction. So, all right. I think that covers everything. Hope you have fun doing this. I look forward to seeing what you create.